What's up, G's? Prince Fortunatus Namdi back in the building. Hope you guys are enjoying the beautiful view. It's been raining a little bit, but who cares, right? I can still see the ocean. I can still see the beautiful sunset, you know? And I'm like, it's just nice not to be a broke. It's just really nice. So I hope I can make you guys rich as well. I make 7 figures a year with OFM. And today we're going to talk about the power of branding. The issue in OFM is most guys are retarded. Because if you think about it, you're running a model, which essentially is the thing that attracts the guys. So let me give an example. Let's say you had model A and she doesn't stand out. And then you had model B and then she does stand out. Which model do you think is going to do better? Let's think for a little bit. Let's think. Okay, so one model stands out and then the other one doesn't. I think it's going to be the model that stands out, right? Fuck, like, we're getting somewhere, guys. We're fucking getting somewhere. And now, ask yourself the question, do you have models that stand out? Have you ever thought about that? So, if we say stand out, let's write this down. Does your model stand out? Let's think about this for a second, right? Does your model stand out? Look at your model portfolio, all the models you have, all the models that you did have in the past. Is there something about them that stands out? Have you ever tried to make them stand out? Have you ever attempted to brand them in a way to make them stand out? Which is basically what this video is kind of about. How to brand your model, how to make your model and present her in a way that is going to increase the subscription rate, the conversion rate, the people buying, etc. So that is one of the most important things that you need to know about your model, right? So what does having your model stand out do? Like I already said, it's going to increase the conversion rates, up conversions. It's going to up the sales. Let's call it up ratios. I'm a ratios guy. In my chatting agency, we have insane ratios. One of the best models we have right now has a 1-to-20 ratio, right? If you need chatting and you want full-on American-style chatters that are fucking amazing, that don't try to fucking scam you like in these chatting groups that you'll see. Oh, sir, but I work very hard. Yeah, of course you do. You work with like 10 agents at the same time. You're trying to get rich over there in the Philippines on like a $1 fucking wage. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, if you need chatting, hit me up. So it's going to up the ratios and it's going to up the retention. Now, if you look at your model and you're like, she doesn't convert that well. I'm posting her on IG. She's not really doing that well. And then when the guys come in, they're ignoring her. They're not really spending, right? I don't have whales that have dropped. You know, one way you can see if your model's really that good is you have whales that have dropped like 10 or 20 or 30K on her. They're like long-term boyfriends. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, bro. Your model does not stand out. So how do we make your model stand out, right? Let's write this down. The way you make her stand out is through branding. Now, actually, there's another way you can also have your model stand out. Actually, let me write this down first. Let's go with branding last. Let's save the best for the last, right? To make your model stand out, you need to have physical features that are in the, I would say, top 5% of all models. Let's put it down. Physical features. So what are physical features that stand out that are going to make your model literally dominate? And you can literally just take Physical features that you see in the real world, apply percentage into it, apply percentages to them, and you'll see how rare is your model. So what are things that are rare about a model? For example, natural red hair. So I have a model. She has natural red hair. She does fucking amazing. Natural red hair. Skinny. So do fucking well. And when I say skinny, I like 130 pounds or below, 120 pounds. Like lift, skinny, petite, like flat, no abs. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but if you think about it, most girls are kind of curvy. Most girls are kind of chubby. Most girls, they'll have tits, they have some ass. They're just normal, I guess, mid. But you don't see a lot of girls running around and they're like 25 or 23 or even 20, and they're just super, super petite, model looking, 120, 130 pounds. So that's a feature that's very rare. Another that's rare is extremely youthful. So if you're a subscriber and you're subscribed to all these wife tricks, you see big titty bitches, big ass bitches. You'll see all types of girls. 25, 27, 30, most girls in the 20s. But what you won't see a lot is you won't see a teen girl, 19, 18, for example. And the thing about this, actually, it's not even about her being 18 or 19. My best models, they're like 23 and they look like they're teenage. They just look extremely youthful. They literally still have baby face. And that, my friends, is rare. It's not easy to find. If you literally take out your phone, I have my phone is over there. You take out your phone, boom, you scroll on IG. You won't see that many girls that look like this and are youthful. It's rare. And they're doing OF, that is rare. And if they're skinny on top of that and red hair, imagine that combination. You would get rich as fuck. I had one model, she actually left. She had natural red hair and looked extremely youthful and was skinny. And she was making insane numbers. Just off rip. The strategy would do on a normal girl, and the normal girl would make 10K a month. I did on her, and she would make 200K a month. Insanity. Let's go to the third thing. So if you don't have these physical features, and fuck off, I'll see on TikTok and on IG, I don't even like saying this, but I've seen girls with Down syndrome. I didn't even know they have Down syndrome. But they have Down syndrome and they're just killing it on a wife. Because it's rare. I mean, I don't even know if I should write this down. Like, deformities? Can you even, say that? Am I going to get demonetized for that? Deformity. Now, I'm going to give you another example. So, Down syndrome. This video is already, way out of line. Another one is midgets. So, I'll see girls, they're 3 foot, and they just are insanely killing it on OF because the feature is rare. Now, one thing you can do to make a model stand out if they're not that rare to begin with, or, you're like, yo, there's nothing special about this model, is you can do branding. You need to brand your model. So how can you brand your model? How can you take an average model that's okay-ish to a fantastic model through branding? So a lot of brandings that work are, for example, the goth niche. Let's write this down over here. Goth. What I like to do is, I like to do almost like the girl who never really grew up and she's still stuck in her pink phase and Hello Kitty and teddy bears. So that works as well. I call this girly branding. Girly branded. And these are my two favorite brandings. Now, another one that works really well is the alt girl. Now, golf and alt girl and e-girl, they're all kind of the same, but I'm going to write this down because it is a little bit different. It has distinctions, especially if you're rebel on Reddit. So just alt girls, or let's write e-girls. So if I say e-girls, what I mean with that is you'll have the you'll have the golf girls, and you have the alt girls, and then you have the girls, for example, that are super into anime, they're cosplaying. We can just write this down. They dress like elves and shit. That shit actually works. So that's what you need to do. You need to make sure your model stands out. It's gonna up everything about the page because it's just gonna make your model more rare, more difficult to obtain, so the guys are gonna be more interested in spending money on it. And if you just if you're able to combine, let's say, natural red hair, extremely youthful, skinny, let's not even touch this part, and then you're able to brand her as e-girl or cosplay, you will literally get rich. You will get rich.